So it looks like Peekaboo has gained another theory. A lot of people know about Peekaboo from the album GNX and the theory that it has with Triple X, but it looks like people are talking about this other theory revolving around the title of the song. Now, I don't know if anybody's talked about this. I'm not sure if anybody's brought it up, but it was sent to me and I thought it was an interesting thing to talk about. So I wanted to share it with y'all and get y'all thoughts on it. Like I said, Triple X was a theory that people had talked about, very valid points that people were trying to make about that. But with the name of Peekaboo, people had reached out and found some things that they were curious to know if Kendrick was hinting towards this. He had taken a video and squabbled up between these two flags, which is a conversation piece within itself, within its own right. And then you have him in the middle reading a book with two balloons. One is blue and one is pink. Now, if you know or know anything about gender reveals, this is usually kind of like a thing that they do. You get the pink balloon, you get the blue balloon, and you usually would see these at parties. You usually see these at events. Like you go to a party, you go to your family's house, somebody's having a baby, they do a gender reveal. They do like a whole surprise. They show like what baby it's going to be, who's like, they show what the gender of the baby is going to be. Everybody pulls up wearing blue if you think it's going to be a boy, wearing pink if you think it's going to be a girl. It's like a whole thing. People bring gifts. There's little games that people play. It's like a whole thing sometimes in the backyard. So people have started to speculate if this was a clue that Kendrick was trying to hint towards. We know that Kendrick was bringing up baby mamas in Meet the Grams. When we go back to Meet the Grams in the lyrics, you're a body shamer. You're going to hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That's not how mama raised us. And this was lyrics that he had said in Meet the Grams, right? Talking about Drake hiding baby mamas and insinuating that he has more than one and that he's hiding them from everybody else. Now, this was things that was said in the rap beef where they are dissing each other and getting at each other, saying all these things about each other, right? Kendrick had pointed this out, had said things about Drake hiding alleged baby mamas, right? And now we have a new picture. The new picture looks like it's a Peekaboo website that sells gender revealing tests. Peekaboo is the brand, and they're the ones that provide the test for people, for couples who want to find out the gender of their baby, whether it's a boy or a girl. Peekaboo is also the name of Kendrick's song from the GNX album. Did he name this song on purpose to hint towards this? Because it's something that he had brought up in Meet the Grams when he talked about the baby mamas that he was hiding, when he was talking about the alleged daughter. When Kendrick was saying all these things in Meet the Grams, he was saying all these things about Drake. And I'm curious to know at this point, was this what he was talking about this whole time? Because I'm taking a look here. I'm trying to figure out what exactly this all is. And it looks like he could have been hinting towards this DNA test.
The Peekaboo Early Detection Gender DNA Test provides an answer earlier in the pregnancy than ever before, and with 99.5% accuracy.
One of the awesome features of Peekaboo is that you can choose to do this test right at home. It comes with detailed instructions, and we highly recommend you read through them before doing the fingerprint, or continue watching all of this video and go step by step with us. Let's get started.
So did Kendrick really name this track for Peekaboo? Not only that, I also find it interesting that it's track 9. Track 9, if you don't know, it takes 9 months for a baby to be born. We're talking about gender reveals, babies, all this stuff, right? It takes 9 months for them to be born. Did he name Peekaboo for this song and put it as the 9th track to represent that, bro? Did he do all of this for this same representation of this photo right here? Could that be the possibility that we're seeing right now? Like I said, I respect the Triple X theory. I actually think it has a lot of valid points. But what are the chances that Peekaboo is also a reference to another hint that Kendrick is trying to drop? What if he's referencing Peekaboo for 2 things? Or what if this is another thing? Music is interpreted by the listener, and I don't think there's any wrong answers. I just think that it's a very interesting and entertaining thing that people had started to point out. Nobody's really talked about these balloons and the Squabble Up music video up until this point. I think I made a video about it a while back, but I didn't see that there was a Peekaboo test kit. And I'm also starting to notice that Peekaboo is the 9th track. I'm wondering if that's related to pregnancy, 9 months. Either way it goes, I thought this was a very interesting theory that people were talking about. I'm wondering, and I'm curious to know your thoughts about this. We know that Meet the Grams had a lot of things that were said. Meet the Grams was really where Kendrick was talking to Drake's family. He was talking to the mom. He was talking to the dad. He was talking to Drake's son, Adonis. He was talking to Drake as well. And he was talking to an 11-year-old girl. He was like, "Dear baby girl, I'm sorry your father's not in your world. You a body shamer. You're going to hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That's not how mama raised us." And then we think about the time where Wack 100 had this flash drive, you know, and there was another conversation that happened when that occurred. We talked about Wack 100 and this flash drive because Wack 100 started bringing up things that he could use to incriminate Drake or say things about Drake that could get him exposed. This was what Wack 100 wasn't trying to say in the beginning. He said that he was trying to protect Drake, but it eventually became, well, if you want to go there, we could go there. And you know, he was kind of saying all bets are off. And that's when he started bringing up these models. This is when Wack 100 started talking about these models against Drake.
Again, trust me. I don't speak for Drake. Dirty ball. I don't speak for Drake. I'm gonna play dirty ball.
I don't
Shout
speak
out
for
to
Drake.
the Straight Shot Magazine models.
I don't
Shout
speak
out
for
to the
Drake.
Straight Shot Magazine models.
I don't
Shout
speak
out
for
to the
Drake.
Straight Shot Magazine models.
And I bring that up when Wack had talked about that because a lot of people started to talk about that straight stunting magazine, Drake having some escapades with the women that were a part of this magazine. And a lot of people were insinuating or thinking if Wack 100 was trying to imply that Drake messing with these girls could have led to something like this, could have led to another alleged baby mama. We'll keep it alleged, right? This is what people had thought Wack 100 was implying. This is what people were saying when he had said this. Because realistically, because Drake's baby mama was a part of the Straight Stunting magazine. So people thought, was she the only baby mama that Drake has that was a part of this magazine? That ended up being the question. We'll keep it alleged. I'm not sure if there's another woman out there. However, these are the things that people are bringing up that are having people talk about this. So could it be a possibility that Kendrick Lamar was hinting towards a baby or a baby mama or something around those lines? Is that why Peekaboo is the 9th track in the GNX album? Just a curious thing to think about. Interesting, intriguing topic that I thought that I would bring up. Not sure if anybody else has talked about it, like I said, but I thought it was something that I wanted to share with y'all. Like I said, I still like the triple X theory. I still think that it has a lot of valid points. I just thought that this was interesting as well and wanted to see what y'all had to say. But y'all tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it alleged.